do it.
All right, folks. Welcome back to another session of our Astral Avenue Magdalena Blues. I'm your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, joined by our very average, normal, everyday players.
That's us.
Hey guys,
What up?
what's up, internet?
Totally regular.
Totally normal.
Yeah, we're just normal.
A bunch of normies
Normal
here.
human people.
So if you don't like normal people, which
Get out.
is everyone is a normal person? If you're a person, you're a normal person. But I digress. We are unfortunately down our Malcolm this evening, so he'll be probably just manning the cockpit and the helm of the ship to keep him out of harm's way. But
Which sounds ominous when you say out of harm's way.
Like there will be harm.
Yeah, like harm could happen.
harm is last time with the crew launching up the rails of the lift within the innards of Bub's hub. You guys escaped Odros's wrath, but had to keep track try and keep the carts on the track. Easier said than done, easier written than said. After twisting and going through several obstacles, you found yourselves crashing into a wall and falling near a crowd of people waiting to use the lift themselves. Tobias, being among the crowd, explained that he hadn't gone to the ship yet, hoping for the best. He took the dead Tomas to Flazenrex's, eager for some answers about the Kurgenfly Swarm and how to get there. And I guess so much more because they apparently had history, both Tomas and Flazenrex. After telling the Jackal Demon about Bub's real name, he gave his best of an approximate answer to locate the swarm. Go to a specific point in the astral sea, find the tear in space there, flying into the void, and catch yourself a Kurgenfly within. It will likely lead you to the system that the swarm is in. Information gained, you are stuck with what to do exactly about Bub and Tomas. Telling Flazenrex that Tomas had told you guys, he disbelieved it until he heard it from Tomas himself after you woke him. Curious as to why he nor Bub would remember the events Tomas sort of remembers. He said he would happily barter for any information pertaining to this, and in exchange gave a golden hair to help talk to Bub. With the hair in hand and eventually in mouth, you figured to be mostly straightforward with your meeting with Bub, not to get too confused with lies and falsehoods. After a fashion, you actually had the meeting with this large hairful. It would seem it was actually easygoing enough, especially with this little bit of a golden hair stuck in Louise's throat. Claiming Tomas was dead, showing him proof, quote-unquote, Bub agreed to reward and actually sold you the body for a small sum. Going while the getting was good, you got out of there and headed to the Magdalena, seeing another crew of Chiron's Sword aboard your vessel. You're curious as to what this is all meant and eager to get to the Kurgenfly Swarm. And that's where we're going to pick up, as a couple of the crewmates are... Some of them are lounging out in your cargo bay. Crack open a mug of beer or something. As you start to approach, the cargo bay is open at the moment. They didn't leave it shut or anything. You would see Hera slide down from your ladder up above. Oh, I'm glad you could make it. We did make some improvements to your vessel. I hope you don't mind.
Don't mind at all. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Was that a ballista up there?
Yeah.
It would seem you were lacking in ranged firearm. Thought it might help scare away anyone who got too close, and you might be able to use it. Of course, we also put the flag of Chiron's Sword upon it, if this is to be Chiron's vessel. I did speak
Looks
to...
good.
Yes. I also did speak to your captain, who drew on a blank at the exact moment. I know his name.
Andor
Yeah.
Neodric.
Yes! I spoke to Captain Nandor. My mind is... Must be the fumes here at Bub's. I don't like to stay too long. Catching a bit of a cold. I spoke to Nandor. He said to just send the money, his payment, with me. I also heard that you all got into several skirmishes and we lost 2 crew members to one particular mind flare.
Yeah, it's
That's
unfortunate.
true.
We didn't even have a chance to save him.
Yes, I'm not too worried about picking up more crew, as I do end up getting the dregs of, as she kind of glances around her crew, kind of lounging, the dregs of what's left over. But that's okay. I do my best with what I have. Isn't that right, boys? A couple of grumbles. Yeah, boss. So, I believe the sum for Tomas dead was 5,000. Excellent job
Right.
as your first job as a crew together. First reported job as a crew together.
Oh no, this is just the first job we got paid for.
Sure,
Well,
sure.
And we didn't actually get 5K for it. We got 4.3? Yeah.
Yeah.
4,300.
It's not like Bub to shortchange anyone. What
Oh,
were the
yeah, no.
circumstances?
So it was to get us out of some trouble. It was,
Well,
It's
that
all
is
over
coming
the
off
top.
of your end. I hope you know.
of course,
Or-
wouldn't want to take from Nandor. Don't want to
He's
take
he's
from
gonna mount the
Nandor.
feed,
I'll,
so-
I'll nudge Louise.
So,
Fine,
with the
fine,
ballista,
fine.
you will owe me 900 gold. Just for that, we installed it, made it appropriate for your vessel. It fits quite snug right at the nose up top. Notice some
Yeah.
interesting mandibles you had on this vessel, almost like a lamprey. Like to get one myself, but again, dregs. I get a fast ship
Not
with
one day.
little firepower. Couldn't even hold that much. Anyways, as I was saying, and she just kind of starts stretching her little cat body out, making herself comfortable, but also imposing to see that she can stretch like an extra foot onto her 3-foot form. She's still shorter than most of you guys. Well,
Extra
2 of you
900
guys.
bias.
So I was
And-
just smiling.
Of course, Nandor's cut would be 25% of the 5,000. I'll let you do the
I
math
just
on
have
that.
dead eyes on Tobias.
It's 1,000.
Well,
Right.
25% would be 1,250 gold.
Oh, right. You sorry. 25.
Yeah.
not-
So
7 comes out of our end.
Yeah,
Right.
1250.
who's
Plus
got the money?
900.
Who's got the money?
You owe me 2150.
Who does have the money? We got the money, right?
Louise has the money.
Either he does or I do.
Yeah, one of you
Yeah,
guys
you know.
does. Yeah.
That leaves us with exactly 2150 left over. What do you know?
That's about half.
Yeah.
But a
How much?
Goodbye.
jolly
Goodbye,
good
money.
job. What did happen to the Mindful?
He was our Federation buddy, Malcolm, actually banished him. We're not sure where exactly he is, but in that act he saved us because we were in a pretty dire situation.
I see. Permanent or temporary? Obviously temporary. What am I asking? I did notice several glances towards his vessel and didn't see him. Yes, 2150.
Yeah.
So, well, that's good. I sure do have a bone to pick, but not that I could stand on my own 2 legs with that one.
Right.
Surprised you all made it out of there alive. Twice?
I got him a couple times. Don't worry.
Yeah, there were definitely there was 2 encounters. The second one was he had us cornered. We were up against the wall. Malcolm actually came in pretty clutch.
In the
Well.
first one, he left.
Yeah, he fled.
I think he
hid-
was
hid in the
eager
hills.
to get to the dead frog before anyone else could. But I'll send along your thoughts and prayers to Nandor.
Oh, definitely. Tell Nandor we said hello, and things are going good.
Where are you off to exactly now? And so I can tell him where to expect you.
The far reach.
We're investigating the Kurgenfly Swarm.
Right.
Why are you looking into
We're
a
going after-
legend?
But what if it's not?
No, fair enough. A wild treasure hunt. Okay.
Isn't that what pirates do?
Pirates?
We're not pirates.
Excuse me.
We're not pirates.
He
And
new.
you can the other 3 crew that's down there, just eyes light up. They're not stopping drinking, they're just kind of all sipping slowly. We are not pirates. We are an organization of profiteering.
Yes, I like that better. We liked mercenaries too, but
I don't like that. That doesn't sound fancy enough. Profiteering sounds great because we're in it for the profit.
In Dr. Jellybean's head,
Pirates.
she's gonna hear, "Isn't that just a pirate?"
There is quite a difference. You see, we don't... read a book.
You're entrepreneurs.
Yes.
You're business people.
We are business people, and so the money that everyone gets put back into the business. It's not
Right.
like it's anything... most of it. Of course, there are exceptions.
Well, I am
Trickle up
convinced.
Economics.
Yes, it's simple. Helping people for profit. Just happens to be that sometimes helping people lose their purses is also profit. A very rare occasion.
But
I can totally see the difference now. Yes.
does that clear it up for you?
see,
It's clearly.
You probably didn't
you
notice it
are
before,
vanilla-
but her claws are retracting.
Yeah, well, I mean, you seem much more benevolent than, pirates would be, so I can totally see it now.
She looks exactly like what you would think a pirate cat would look like. Excellent.
Yeah, no, but Louise does not see it at all.
Yeah. Well, I hope we all learned something here, and congratulations on your vessel. It's a little quaint. Also, you have a few animals running around, 2 of which have wings. I find that
yes.
odd.
Ember.
Oh, you
You met
met
Amber?
and Good Boy.
I am not
He's
a
a
fan
good
of
boy.
cats. This dog,
Ah,
however,
very
yes, Good Boy has been very good. Speaks in my mind. Strange. And of course, a space hamster. You got the miniature version, not the good, succulent, fatty version.
Right. I
No,
miss
you
those as
don't eat
well.
those. You don't eat those anymore. It's not allowed. It's not polite.
As Tobias is like sliding spam into the bag, into
It's
the web
improper.
bag.
No.
Yes, I'm like, No,
Sure. Sure. Well, nonetheless, I will tell Nandor of your recent and future enterprises. I look
tell him this is
forward
going to be a big score.
I hope so.
I feel good about this. I've got a good feeling about this. I have to tell you.
I mean, you could just say it's going to be a score and then not get anyone's hopes up if it's not. Because what if it's not a good score?
Then it'll be like that time we saved that world from the, you know, the president and everything, and got nothing for it.
I feel like most
But
of our trips we get nothing for it.
we got
But-
the knowledge and the
You do still have
good
the
feeling.
hunks of star metal. You just don't have a star metal forge right now.
Which makes them effectively worthless.
Right now.
Right now.
So we are in the futures market.
Well,
You always gotta play
Alright.
to the future.
I'll leave you to it.
Investing deeply in star metal futures. We
Thank
you.
believe they're gonna be big.
Enjoy the ballista, and make sure you fly the flag. Be proud of who you are and where you're from. That's what I was always taught.
I agree with that. I'm very
Hell
proud
yeah.
of Chiron's sword.
And I see you got yourself a hat.
You like it? It's fitting of a captain, is it not?
It is.
Stoolie.
Interesting.
Can I make
Why
a
are you looking?
suggestion?
Are you looking up at me?
What's her name?
Hera
What's the cat
Starpaw.
lady's name?
Hera.
Hera, can I make a suggestion? Maybe for your business, your enterprise.
I would run it
Just
by your
something I-
captain first.
No, it's for the
I
business
trust what she says.
as a whole. Like the whole proprietorship. I just think you should have a doctor on board every ship.
Oh, in case the heads explode and a doctor can regrow that.
I mean, heads don't always explode, but
Well, that's what happened to my last two crew.
You never know.
that was
You
my
need
gun. Yeah, it actually got on me mid-conversation.
Yeah.
True.
pretty
He did
gross.
shoot them in cold blood.
Of course, we'd like to have someone who can produce medical benefits.
Just something to think about. Maybe when you're recruiting some new teammates.
I mean, Dr. Jellybean here has been helping us since we were on the Euclidean belt, so it's been quite a while.
Are you
We're still
offering your
alive.
services?
Well, she's helping us.
I'm on this ship saying feed like your ship and the other ships. Just something to think about.
Well, Dr. Jelly, do you happen to know any other doctors that you could refer to?
There are priests aboard,
Maybe they would be
several of them, just not mine. Again, dregs.
Do I know
Maybe
it?
find a local shaman that wants to see the stars. I don't know.
like a mixture of religion and medicine. Crazy.
Best of
Think it
both
could be-
worlds.
Could be good for business. That's all I'm trying to say.
I will look into it. Thank you. Dregs, let's go.
Bye, Hera. Bye,
And they'll
guys.
just kind of finish
Bye,
their
Dregs.
drinks and,
Bye,
and
Hera.
put down their mugs. Yeah, boss.
Don't worry about cleaning up or anything. That's cool.
Yeah,
We'll
they
do the
definitely
dishes.
don't.
Well, that was pleasant. Was that extortion as good as it was for everybody else as it was for me?
Well, we just had to save the frog, right? Could be
I mean,
700,
it was
700 gold rich.
it was your pirate friends who robbed us.
I mean, rob is a strong word.
Good
I mean,
boy's just sitting there with
Mandor-
his tail wagging the whole time, just waiting.
I'll
They did
bend
put a
over,
ballista on.
pat my legs.
We got a
A
ballista and a
$900
flag.
ballista. That thing better shoot rainbows out of it, is all I'm saying.
I mean, I
don't
think
think
we
it
could
should-
probably attach rainbow flags to the huge missiles.
Mhm. If you want to do that, we can do that too. It's just gotta be. Then it would shoot rainbows.
We could also put a rainbow flag on our ship to warn people that it shoots rainbows, you know.
That's true too. As long as it flies under the Chiron sword, yeah. I like that.
So now we are a pirate ship as well? I mean, not pirates, but pirates, right?
Well, it's not a Jolly Roger, so technically not pirates, but
No, not pirates.
Correct.
We're
They're
a mercenary
profiteers,
company.
which is just a synonym for pirates.
I mean,
Trip
Avetho said
north.
it has to be true.
that is true.
So is the flag's not going to get us in any type of trouble, is it?
Only with the Blowback Boys and Odros the Mindful, and I think it's the only real enemies we have as our organization. We're on good terms with a lot of people too, though. So the ASMR, the what's the other organization that we
The
Oh, yeah.
Oasis.
Oasis, yeah.
And the Crystal
Oasis.
Crossing.
and the Crystal Crossing. So we have a
Oh.
lot of allies throughout the. So it's actually a good flag to fly, and the two groups that don't like us, well, you already met one of them, and the Blowback
They
Boys
didn't
are a
like
bunch
us.
of. Right.
And
They don't-
isn't
he
his
does-
ship docked right over there?
Yes.
So if his Malcolm's banishment were to wear off and he'd be furious coming back to his ship, we should probably
Leave.
tell it out to
As he's starting to go towards the front of the vessel for the helm. Oh yeah, it wore off like hours ago.
Yeah, we should probably go then.
And I guess we should probably get this frog out of my backpack.
Let's wait till we're a little ways away.
Okay.
He's still got a little bit of time. I'll poke him, make sure. Yeah,
You
he's
got like 20 minutes till he wakes up.
He
That'll
doesn't
get us
have
away
to
from
be
here.
in the bag to still be pretending to be dead.
Up to you. But Malcolm will say, if you want, I can home us wherever we're going for now. You know, I'd like to get used
Yeah.
to the flying this thing.
Take her
Do
out.
we have rebate still?
Do you have what?
Was it?
Rebate?
Yeah, rebates
Oh,
with
yeah,
you guys.
rebates.
He's just standing there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Silently. Making sure we don't kill his friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm. I think we're ready. What a great
Nope.
crew.
We gained 2
Sure.
new members.
Captain, do you want to give the
Sure.
order or should I?
You seem like you really want to give the order. Go right ahead.
Malcolm, take her out.
Heading?
Yes.
What are the
You were there with us.
North
That
what are the
way.
coordinates?
I'll be like,
Yeah, but
I'll
when
go
I
and
was
look at-
training with the academy, they would get the heading.
You're gonna go to northeast space, just northeast on
Yeah.
until morning. Just keep going.
Captain, as he says questioningly.
yeah, that's the captain. We all knew who the captain
Still
is.
gonna say it questioningly because he's definitely not a part of this. He definitely was writing notes the whole time as you guys were talking
Yeah,
about
is he
the not piracy. But fair enough. As the ship departs Bub's hub, as actually several ships are in the midst of departing right now because the dock is finally
ban is
becoming.
lifted.
Yep, the ban has been lifted. Several vessels starting to go about their way, slow going at first, into the Astral Sea, that milky mist that isn't misty. It's just there. This endless Astral Sea, endless ocean of nothingness. As you guys are traveling, how are you spending your time amongst space?
An
Oh,
excellent
you
question.
know, that's a great question.
We need to get teams on learning how to use the ballista appropriately. It's a three-man team.
Ballista training.
It's either it's 2 or 3.
Yeah,
Ballista
let's do
training.
that.
And it is up top on the front of your vessel. It's
We're
fair.
gonna go over weapon safety rules with the ballista,
Mhm.
how to load it, unload it, any kind of immediate actions in case there's a weapons malfunction on it. That's all we're gonna do the entire time.
Okay. You would, after like 20 minutes or so, you're, oh,
Be bored.
I think I've been stabbed.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hey Tomas,
Oh, yeah, I forgot about him.
Oh,
Yeah, don't forget about
let
me.
me check. Let me check your vitals. How's he doing?
I'm
Is he
He got
hurt?
shot,
alive.
didn't he?
He didn't get stabbed. He shot you.
Oh,
He'll be
in the
fine.
gut.
Yeah, luckily it wasn't in your
Yeah.
head.
Yeah, we were worried about that for a second if he shot you in the head.
Right.
It worked out though.
As long as I didn't get murdered.
Me too, buddy.
We're on our
Only
way.
injured.
Very much
To the,
alive.
We're heading to the place.
Gonna go murder a Kurgenfly, right?
Eventually.
Capture one.
Wait,
And then murder.
Yeah.
it.
No, we're
Cool.
supposed to use it to get us to the center.
To the swarm.
Right. So I figure we hook it with a ballista and then it flies home.
I think we're gonna hook it with a ballista, and then we won't be able to get away from it because it'll be attached to our ship.
Because it's about. How big did you say it was again? I'm trying to remember.
It's gonna be
It's
a
like
big
size of
flying
a-
Shrek.
Size of a
Oh, yeah,
sun-
size of an
ogre.
ogre.
Yep.
an
Yeah.
ogre.
Because it's.
Oh yeah. Who's good with like mechanical stuff? Aethel, you're mechanical, right?
That is true.
Rebate would
Can
also
you-
raise his
Like,
hand.
you need a
Raise two.
doctor.
He'll raise two of his hands also.
Perfect. We need a mechanism that would hook onto a Kurgenfly that we can shoot from the ballista, like a modified bolt that would.
Like a net.
Right. Well, we don't want to inhibit its wings. We want it to be able to fly.
But we
Right.
also want to be able to follow it and see it.
Right. We need a way to hook it and attach it to our ship.
Like a harpoon.
That a boy.
It seems kind of invasive, though. It's gonna. What if it harpoons through a vital organ and kills him?
That would
That would
be
be-
unfortunate.
Need a gentle harpoon, just a light harpooning.
You could always blunt a harpoon. And then it will not
Yeah, so-
pierce anything vital.
Rips and tears.
But will it
Until it is done.
attach? We just need to hook it.
It is not commonly practiced to use a blunt harpoon.
Right, because then you can't.
Yes.
Right. Gotta be piercing, unfortunately.
But what
But
if
if
we
we-
had like a lasso? Got a
I
lasso
don't think you're
it.
gonna lasso it
We're
from
going
the
to
ballista, though.
lasso something the size of an ogre from our ship.
Yes.
What if we put some
That
kind
sounds
of tag
like-
on it that we could follow?
Perhaps we could find some sort of ranger out here that is good with tracking large beasts.
Maybe we can do
Maybe.
like a stick and carrot kind of deal. What do Kurgenflies like to eat? We can attach that to a stick and dangle it in
Tons.
front of him. After we've attached the lasso, of course.
The lasso.
How are you going to breathe in outer space for that long?
Air
How do we
bubbles.
do it right now?
The
Our
air
ship
bubbles.
has air.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but the Kurgenfly won't have air.
I don't think it
He's in
needs air.
space. They're swarming a star.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might have some type of atmosphere.
I
there,
think we
don't
should have
know.
multiple options. Do you think you could work up some sort of harpoon that could, like, when it sticks into it, we could attach it to the ship quickly? Or maybe have it already pre-attached to the ship? Special ballista bolt.
Question about the mandibles on the front of our ship.
Mm-hmm.
They could essentially grab him, right?
Possibly.
What if we harpooned him temporarily with a normal harpoon, pulled him in, grabbed him with the mandibles, and then from there he could tell us or show us which way to go? I don't know.
Oh,
Very
like
talented.
in.
I feel like the Kurgenfly needs to be contained because it's a huge ogre. I'm sure we won't speak its language. It's gonna be
Right.
aggro. We harpoon it, he's gonna be super pissed.
Right.
I don't know. The ship is bigger than it. Most animals flee from things that are dangerous to it that are also bigger
That's-
when they're alone.
That's true. I think if we harpoon it, it'll try to flee, and then we can just have it pull us
Follow it.
along.
But what if it
Do I-
pulls us into a trap?
I mean, what if we try to charm it? Like, could this type of does Dr. Jellybean know if this type of creature could be charmed?
You've never seen or heard of you've never seen a Kurgenfly, or heard tales about them themselves. Just the swarm. I
Okay.
think we've done history
Tell
checks on the
it, like-
swarm. Malcolm knew about it.
We knew very little.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we knew they were space creatures. They fly in big swarms. They're kind of mythical.
Yeah.
And I think they eat suns,
Sounds like it.
or like solar energy or something.
Okay, so we need to fit a ballista harpoon that we can attach to the ship. Yeah, we'll work on that. I don't
That's
know
just-
what to do.
A bolt with a rope.
Done.
We
You
can
gotta
also
construct
put a
it.
bolt with a big flag, which is just
Right.
like a rope, but then it unfurls.
Then it can be the multicolored, like the rainbow that you wanted.
It would be very bright compared to the rest of space.
Perfect. We're covering all the bases with one thing.
If we kill it, we'll just have to find another one, or another way.
Mhm.
I feel like that's the only one. So
There's
that-
a whole swarm of them, but
But he's supposed to take us to the swarm because he's trapped in a tear in space. There's only going to be
Right.
one.
I kind of got the impression from Flaws and Rex that there was just one, but I don't know.
He did say there is
Well-
one.
that's
Okay, so-
mathematically
but-
improbable.
But he's trapped. I think it's
There's only
probable.
one that's accessible to us because we don't know where the others are, right?
Right.
Yes.
And
And
he's
he's going
trying
to
to
take
get
us to a
back.
bunch more.
Right.
So, they're intelligent creatures, and this one is stuck.
Mm.
Perhaps they will be grateful and lead us back to the swarm itself.
Oh, that would be great. I would much rather do that than have to shoot a creature.
Yeah, we could try to talk to it.
If they eat energy, we might not even be considered like dangerous to them. They could be like herbivores, but like energy-based herbivores. Plants eat the sun, effectively.
Okay.
So true. Chlorophyll.
Pretty hardcore.
I almost said chloroform.
It's a thing you can
Not
make.
it.
But
it.
it's not the same thing. Yeah. We could maybe use chloroform on it. That might
We
be
could be like-
useful.
We could be like, hey, does this rag smell like chloroform to you?
Just make sure we get the right dosage. I'm
Well-
just saying mathematically, if there's a whole swarm that can surround a sun, and it's unlikely that only one member of that swarm has gotten lost. We only know where one is,
Right.
but statistically, there should be more than one. So if we accidentally do something to this one, we just have to find another one.
So should we go
Oh,
in with
gosh.
the like soft approach of like, hi, hello, you need
Oh,
some help?
definitely.
Okay. All right.
We'll just have the harpoon ready. No big deal.
We should. I was about to say yes. Also, mathematically, the odds of us finding another one are probably very slim because the Astral Sea is very big. So we shouldn't
think you
try
would.
and screw this up on purpose.
Well, I don't think we ever do it on purpose. It just kind of naturally happens to us.
Yeah, we
Seems to
are
be what
pretty
happens.
inept.
But we always get the job done. Come on, we've saved an entire world.
We always get a job done. Maybe not the job, but like we do something.
We have always
Come on.
succeeded at the goals we decided we were doing.
Right.
Plus, they'll remember us on the foot forever. They're probably singing songs about us right now there.
They're probably in the midst of a civil war.
Yeah.
Not much time
Oh.
for singing and dancing.
I mean,
Just went on leave.
maybe. You never know. Maybe the oppressed rose against their oppressors, and now they're singing songs about us.
Singing the songs of angry men.
Well, how better they
And
be
women.
off without us, having come in and messed everything up.
No, you've heard his version of the foot. It's a great song.
I mean,
He's
Well,
not
I
a foot
did-
native,
yeah, no.
so his tail
I
is
took some
biased.
liberties and made it a little bit more exciting than what actually happened, and
We didn't
they
kill
probably-
100 people. And that
No.
was definitely one of the lines.
What's the line?
Killed 100 men.
Ah,
I'm sure we probably caused the death of over 100 people, so somewhat true.
True by proxy.
probably near the thousands, depending on the population there.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I think I probably killed like 100 people.
On the
Yeah.
foot
No, not on the foot.
at once.
No, never once.
Well, as you guys are talking about this kind of stuff and kind of going back and forth between training up top, as the world, the astral sea is just kind of zooming by. It's just colors and, well, more opaque than colors. It's just this whooshing sensation, not like warp speed. I kind of imagine it to be more just like white, just whooshing past like clouds, silvery and little tidbits of color, but nothing major. But we'll say as I'm gonna roll for it.
Jeez, what is that?
Those are dice. So what is a D5 is what I wanted to do, 3D5. So a 3.
Really big.
A 3, a 2, and a 5. So as Oblate, Louise, and Aethel. Oblate, you're kind of showing Louise and Aethel how to use the ballista. It's a simple thing, but you guys are practicing safety, doing the protocol thing that you would do. And you would see everything slow down as fragments of rock start to kind of shoot past. Call from below deck. Malcolm would just call up, hey, we're slowing down. Think
Yes, why?
asteroids.
Oh,
Oh shit.
As you would see a large amount of small and large rocks in front of you and all around you.
Running up top. Get the wing, Oblate.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I mean, right, you do the thing, Captain. We know who's captain here. Everyone knows who's in charge.
I mean, yes, you,
Oh, who's
right?
in charge?
I mean, or Oblate? I'm
Oblate.
confused.
I'm just
Well,
gonna.
quick,
Oblate
I-
has the fancy hat.
No.
He's the one.
Tobias,
Everyone
go
knows.
ahead, man the wings with Aethel. I need to check the navigation to see if it's going to be best for us to follow through the asteroid field or maybe maneuver around it instead.
Aye, Captain.
Okay.
Can I use my navigator's tools to determine the best course for the ship to
Yeah,
take?
give me a perception check at advantage as you kind of try and scout the path ahead.
With advantage.
You're using your tools.
Oh, God.
For the 14, you think you see a pathway through, but there's smattering of rocks. I guess, what do you call them? Asteroids that aren't... I guess they're still asteroids. A smattering of asteroids, smaller in form, pelting into a large, small moon? Maybe about 2 or 3 ship the size of your ship. But you think you might be able to skirt past there You'd have to avoid the smaller rocks. But the big rock is keeping most of the other large rocks that aren't quite as big at bay, as several are bouncing off of that, also changing its own trajectory.
All right, crew, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use that big asteroid over there as a shield, and we're gonna try to maneuver past all of these smaller asteroids. I'm gonna jump on the wings with you all, and we're gonna do our best.
Aye, aye, Captain.
As
Ready,
you'll
Captain.
take that advice and hop onto the wing control to kind of help fine-tune it. Malcolm, of course, doing his best, but it's sluggish and just kind of basic maneuvering at the helm. There's nothing intense. Malcolm, how fast? Full
I
speed?
mean, not too fast. I mean, we're going like, are we going half speed right now?
At the moment,
Going less than
you've
that.
slowed down to like maybe 5 miles an hour. The ship
our max
itself, I
speed?
believe, can go, I don't know, whatever 50 feet is or 55 feet.
Well, let me do some math.
5
real
miles
quick.
per hour. 5 miles per hour.
Let's just knock it up to an even 30
40,
miles
40
an hour.
45 is 5 miles an hour is the
Okay.
max. So you're going like 1
Okay,
right now.
never mind. Okay, well let's just go half speed for now until we've maneuvered enough through, I guess. That makes sense.
Absolutely.
Don't want to go too fast.
As you're maneuvering through this area, is anyone proficient besides Oblate and Tobias with spacefaring vehicles or seafaring?
No, I'm proficient in dragon chess and
Okay.
cartographer's tools.
So this will be an athletics check. If you are proficient with those vehicles, you get advantage on this. It will be a group check. Athletics or sleight of hand. I'll say your call.
I'd rather do athletics.
Yeah, let's do
There's some
athletics.
quick maneuvers with the wing controls, the kind of handles along there.
I would like to use a D10. I'm going to use one of my second wind.
Okay.
Is this a new day or is this?
It's a new day. You guys have. This is probably like 2 or 3 days later, so everyone will have a
Oh, we
long
got a
rest.
long rest?
So you can have a long
Oh.
rest. Sorry, I should have mentioned that.
Nice.
My
Sorry,
bad.
We've slept. I'll just press.
Yeah.
Oh no, we did.
And I'll
I
take
think
that
you
one off
mentioned
real
it
quick.
at the end.
I
Of
did.
last
I did mention at
session.
the end of
So
last session.
I pressed the long rest button already.
Okay.
No.
So just waiting on Louise and Dr.
Sorry.
Jellybean. If you guys are helping.
Oh, I thought you just meant those who are proficient in whatever.
Oh,
that
yeah,
I want.
that's
It's
what I
it's gonna be
I
a
didn't
group
realize.
check.
I'm sorry. I'm
athletics
You
or
get to choose
sleight of
sleight of
hand.
hand or athletic.
Yep.
Oh, we're doing sleight of hand.
Yeah. It's about accurate.
Okay.
I helped.
Overall, okay-ish. But the ship itself is pelted with several of these small ones, mostly in the backside. As I do want everyone to give me a deck save.
Save.
Yep,
But I'm bad at those.
I know. To avoid rocks slamming onto the deck of the ship.
Okay.
That's not with advantage, so it's an 8.
7.
Since it is a new day, could they have had my inspiration for musician?
Were you singing songs?
Yeah, the songs of
Yeah.
angry
We,
men.
I would-
we sing on ships all the time.
Then yes,
I
you
would-
guys have heroic inspiration.
That's okay. I'm not using it on this.
Yeah, I'll save it.
Is
But yeah.
Aethel, Tobias, and Louise each take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as several rocks smatter onto the deck of the ship, nearly knocking some of you guys off, but the gravity keeps you on the deck. But the racks, I keep calling them racks. I don't know why. The rocks, a lot of them crumble easily. There is one boulder-sized one that kind of embedded itself into the side of the wing there.
Mm.
On the left side. I don't know. Port? Left is
Nope.
starboard.
Right is port.
Yeah.
Right port, left starboard.
Yeah.
Sh-
We should know this stuff. It's been a while since we've actually talked about it. But yes, a large round boulder embedded itself into the side of your wing on the starboard side.
Sucks.
We'll get it out. It'll be okay.
Yep, I can try and do that. I don't know.
He's trying to fix his camera.
Yeah, it was getting a little blurry.
Maybe we can
And
keep
now
it.
it's not
Maybe there's
working.
something
There it
valuable
goes.
in the rock. You never know.
Maybe it's
Could
got
be
star
like a
metal in it,
metal or mineral.
Right. So maybe we could get it on the deck and hang
which
on
would
to
make
it.
it not a rock. It would make it a mineral.
But the ship does kind of make it past this. It's not barely. It's just a pelting of medium to large rocks. Some of them larger than you would hope, but not super duper damaging. The ship only took 14, which I think isn't even up to its threshold, which is 15. So it didn't even do as much damage as you would like, or as I would.
Have like
It didn't
You
actually
want to
take. It's
destroy the ship.
superficial damage. It's not real damage.
it scratched.
Tobias took real damage.
It's destroyed.
I appreciate you all sacrificing your bodies to save the ship.
Even
Straight
though it
up.
wasn't
Of course,
necessary,
Captain.
probably.
As you're continuing through this asteroid field, the ship just kind of floats there, and you would hear a yell from down below from Malcolm.
A yell?
Just
A yell.
like he got hurt.
Like he got
"Ah?"
hurt. Yeah.
Oh no, Malcolm!
I don't know what Malcolm sounds like when he gets hurt. Ah! Help!
He said,
Oh,
"Owie!"
Oh.
I'll rush down there.
Ah.
Stay on the wing, Dr. Jellybean. She's
I'll
the
go
doctor.
As I'm like, oh,
Guys, I got it.
Oh, you're
I
right.
got it. You're cute.
She might need a hand. I'm gonna go too. I have no idea what I'm doing with this wing.
Fair enough.
Okay. Don't
Malcolm.
die.
As you look down there, Malcolm is passed out on the helm there. Just sitting on that
That's
crystal
right.
chair, just kind of half passed out.
Drinking on the job.
That's
No,
it.
On the
what-
pleasure trail.
What, can I tell, can I check him out and figure out why he passed out?
Yeah, give me a medicine check.
Medicine.
He's fine. He looks like he's got a little bit of bleeding from his ear. But he is incapacitated at the moment. Some sort of psychic discharge or something happened.
Appears to have been some type of psychic discharge. His ear's bleeding a little.
I don't like that.
No.
Especially since I run in with, the crazy
Uh-huh.
Oda,
Can I-
Oda something.
Can I heal Malcolm?
Yeah, you cast Cure Wounds or Healing Word on him if you'd like.
Mhm.
He's still unconscious,
Oh,
incapacitated.
well, that didn't work. Okay. Can we?
Should we fly the ship?
Do you
I'm
think we
assuming
should
right
get?
now the ship is stopped, right?
The
Since
ship
no
is
one's manning it?
not stopped. It's just drifting.
All right, let's
Maybe
get Ember.
Ember? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Ember.
Yeah.
Ember, we need.
If
help.
Ember dies from whatever happened to Malcolm, it's not that big a deal.
I look
Oh.
at you like, that's my second
that-
best friend.
That wasn't an Aethel thing. That was a me brain
Yep.
thing. That was a me
As
thing.
As you
It's like, oh yeah, that
three
doesn't matter, right?
up
Like we don't care
top
about that guy.
are hearing them yell this up, The large boulder
It's just an asteroid.
lifts up and starts drifting towards you three.
A big old beholder.
Would you say it's like maybe the size of an ogre?
I would say it's maybe the size of an ogre, yeah. As
Yeah.
it does,
Interesting.
it starts kind of the spinny motion as you can see a large eyeball and a huge smiling toothy mouth appear on the center of this boulder.
It is a beholder.
It is kin to a beholder.
A beholder boulder.
A
bebolder.
bebolder, yeah.
It's not.
I'm gonna bring
I'm
you
not
guys to a
calling it-
map.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's just all I'm gonna say. So I'm not calling it that. It's a terrible name.
And
love
we
it.
we are gonna roll
Initiative.
Let me get you guys. Yeah, you guys are on the map. Some of you guys won't see anything because you're below deck.
I can't see nothing.
Makes sense.
Can't see nothing out here.
All black.
So we are
I
going
can see.
I didn't want
to.
to interrupt earlier, but could I have also done my inspiring leader for everybody as well?
Wait, what's the
Or
difference?
temp HP.
So one's advantage, the other one's 10 hit points.
Yeah,
I'll say you get to choose one or the other.
We'll get the
Every day. I'll do the advantage then.
I mean, just this time because.
You just
Okay.
gotta remember.
From now on, it'll be like at the beginning of the day.
But yeah.
Yeah.
If we will roll initiative, please.
Give you. Yep.
See my
Okay,
token.
well.
You don't see your token, but
So-
it's there. Just trust me.
Okay.
Alright.
You don't need it. Louise got a 22. I see it. Tobias got a 21.
So if you not roll it. Rude. I guess I'll roll it again. Oh, that's why. Okay. It's trying to do a thing.
What's it trying to do?
Yeah. That's what I wanted.
Beautiful.
Nice.
As I'm going to say Louise and
Okay.
Dr. Jellybean at disadvantage. So roll again. We're going to take the lesser of the two. Because you wouldn't be privy that there's action going on up here.
12.
Dr. Jellybean still gets an 18. Sensing something
I'm rolling good today.
is amiss up there. But with that, Tobias, you're up first. As we're gonna change it to this, maybe? I don't know. Nah, we'll keep it with that space fire loop. The other one's too slow.
All right.
I like this one.
I'm gonna shut down. There's a beholder up here.
That's probably not what it's called.
Cannon, it's too late.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm rushing up towards it.
As you rush up
It's
towards
just-
it.
It's just the loth stick all over again. And like, that's not actually the loth. That's not actually its name.
You don't know that.
Can't prove it's not.
All right.
I might be able to, actually.
At this moment in time, you cannot
Yeah.
prove that it's not.
I'm going
Give me a
right
second.
into it.
Okay, stepping up
me
right
a
to this
turn.
big thing.
Yeah.
Slashing at it with your Magentan Sunsaw. Yes, a 23 will hit. 23 will also hit. An 18 will hit with your offhand scimitar.
Bonus action as I'm whirling into it, it's like the Shadow Tobias goes whirling right through it,
Okay.
and it will take an attack.
Okay.
And then right off the ship.
25 will hit.
And then I'm going to action surge and keep going.
Okay. Not even waiting to see its resistances, huh? A 26 will hit.
No, I'm going all out.
18 also hits. And that 20 will hit with the scimitar, not the sunsaw.
Wow.
And then one more Sunsaw attack with the Shadow. There we go.
Okay, using another Unleash Incarnation?
Every attack is hit.
Absolutely. Yeah, you hit with everything.
It might not do anything. We'll
Are
find out.
you unleashing the whirring of the thing every time?
Every time.
Okay. As you hit with how many sun saws? 6?
4.
4?
Oh yeah,
Well,
6.
Well, how many sun saws and how many scimitars?
Uh,
That's the problem with doing it
two
this way.
two scimitars and 6 sun saws.
Okay.
Jeez.
So your scimitar dex damage doesn't have that. It's -4.
Oh yeah, sorry. You're right. You got to do it the other.
And
I'll have to do it
1.
individually.
So -5 from the total. Give me the total.
31, 5, 7, 68.
You also use 6 doses of your sun saw.
Yeah. 90 damage.
Okay. As you're cutting into it, this thing is hard as a rock. You feel like your weapons are not doing as much as you would hope.
That's
it
fair.
looked cool though.
It
yeah.
like sparks are flying, especially with the sun saw blade whirring around. The radiant damage did do that. That's what I was just counting.
As it's just going like,
But
yes, just straight up.
gotcha. Yeah. As this thing's starting to open its big old mouth, that will take us to Dr. Jellybean.
I hear a lot of whirring, I guess, going on up there, and sparks flying.
I will say, give me an Arcana check, Dr. Jellybean. Because you did make a medicine check on Malcolm.
I did.
Yeah, with the 28, you've heard of this before. In fact, you've seen it happen before. A while back. When you were in the belt. Malcolm's been affected by jammer leeches.
Oh.
Which means the helm has been affected by jammer leeches. Anyone trying to
We
use
got
this
leech.
helm will take damage.
Okay. What happened last time there were...
You
Jammer
killed you ripped off the leeches off the jolly boat.
Right. Okay. All right. So they're on like the outside.
That was
of the
like
ship.
episode 3 or session
Yeah.
3, like forever ago.
It's ringing a bell. It's ringing
That was
a
way
bell.
before us.
It was in the
I'm gonna
before
tell
time,
Lou-
long ago.
Tell Louise
Oh,
about it. The JAMA leeches. There's a leech on our ship somewhere. We can't. The helm is inoperable until it's removed.
That is not good, especially in an asteroid belt.
Yeah. No. Should I go try to remove the leech?
You got 6 seconds tongue, that's it. Louise, you can say something.
You can come up and tell us what the issue
How
is.
big is it? I don't know.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll go up. I'll go tell him. I'll go up top.
Using your
tell him what
movement to
happened.
get up top, and you see this giant boulder with an eyeball on it.
Ah.
As you...
The boulder.
Yep.
And there's more problems too. We got a JAMA leech.
You've already talked enough.
Too late.
Heard
You're
enough.
done.
You got a jammer leech.
You still got your action, though.
Can I see now the map?
Yes, you should be able to. You better.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay. Oh, jeez.
There's your new ballista.
I see it.
Does that thing
We
turn
should-
360 degrees?
It's got a little wheel on it.
Doesn't mean it turns 360
Yes,
degrees.
it turns 360 degrees.
Yeah, you just have to shoot
Okay.
it from out here.
Yep.
I'm casting mage armor for sure.
Okay. As you get your
My
defensive
action.
field up as you climb up from the below deck.
Mhm.
That's going to take us to the big thing's turn. The big thing, opening its mouth, is going to try to bite onto Tobias.
Give it disadvantage. Lucky.
Okay.
Activating
On
the
all attacks or both attack, or just one attack?
How it's biting at me twice or something?
We'll find out. I'm asking you what Lucky does. Does it give disadvantage on the roll?
Yeah,
does it give
it's per,
disadvantage
it's
to the
per
creature?
roll. It's
Gotcha.
per roll. When you roll a disadvantage, when a creature rolls a d20. So I'm
Okay.
spending 1 for the bite.
Getting a 17 attack with its first attack
That's gonna hit.
as it bites onto you. You take 16 points of piercing damage, and I need a dexterity saving throw. You're good at these, right?
Yeah.
As Tobias is swallowed whole.
Not good enough, apparently.
Not good
No.
enough.
17's not
Damn.
bad.
As Tobias, you are in darkness, this pit. You are currently blinded and restrained, and have total cover against everything,
Okay.
as everything is wet and burns. That will end its turn, taking us to Oblate. You see this thing just swallow Tobias whole.
I'm gonna come charging in with my big old bludgeoning stick.
Okay.
Let me make sure things are the way they should be before I start. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and swing once.
Swing away. 18 with your Kanabo hits.
Alright,
Hit him
go
with a big
ahead.
stick.
I'll spend a focus point and make it a stunning strike.
Trying to stun this bad guy.
Stun him. So con 14.
It rolled a nat 1. It's stunned.
That means that attack has advantage, right?
The
Stun
next
gets
the
advantage.
next attack will have
Next
advantage.
attack does. Yep.
For 11 points of bludgeoning damage with your first here. Kanabo seems to do appropriate damage as it
Nice.
bashes away.
And I will try to bash it again.
Bashing it again, absolutely.
Get bashed.
Yes, a 20 will hit.
Wow.
Takes 7 points of damage.
And then
And then
I'm gonna do another focus point to do a flurry of blows
okay.
on him.
2 more free attacks with the karate chops kicking. Throwing
Kicking and
bows.
punching, karate chapping. Bada bing,
22 will hit.
bada boom.
19 will also hit.
A bang, bada boom.
And I believe you can re-roll with the Tavern Brawler. But you re-roll ones, I
Yeah,
believe.
let's do rerolls ones. Yep.
So you can re-roll that 5
If you so desire.
Oh,
if you want.
yeah. I'll re-roll it.
Yeah,
Why not?
why not?
Yeah, it was the best
For
one.
12 for a total of 22 from throwing kicks and punches. Still hanging on to your Kanabos. This thing chipping away at the rocks. Anything else for
And
Oblate?
just refresh my memory because we haven't done this in a while.
Mm-hmm.
With the gravity of the ship, I can technically stand up underneath the ship. Like the gravity field is sort
Yes,
of like having the
it
ship,
flips.
so I can
Yeah,
stand up on the bottom.
absolutely you can.
With that in mind, I've still got how much speed?
This thing's
5,
stunned.
10. I've still got 30 speed. And I did hear Dr. Jellybean say that there was jamming leech, right?
Yeah.
She said the words. Dang, I would have to get all the way over there.
I will say as you look around, There are a couple of rock-like things that are barely visible stuck to the ship. I'll give you that. It's 3 of them.
Okay. Perfect. Well, I'll go run over to this one that I can see right there.
As you see, it looks like a rock-like torpedo just kind of barely sticking up out of the ship. Maybe 5 or 6 inches long with like 4 inches wide.
Sweet. And I'll just say we need to check the impact locations of those smaller rocks, and that will be my turn.
All right, which will take us to Louise, who is left here. Dr. Jellybean said something about jammer leeches, and she ran upstairs.
So you should put the helm on and become
Well,
Cerebro.
it's a chair. But yeah,
As I'm done
It
getting
doesn't
Ember
even have a
situated in
hat.
the
You just
chair.
get to
doesn't.
sit in a chair. That's boring.
that's why you have to get a hat.
Or
Wait, what is a jamming leech? What?
You chasing
Dr.
up
Jellybean! As I'll follow her up.
as you
what
follow
does
her
that
up.
mean?
That is one big
Maybe that's a jammer leech.
leech. Wow. Okay, let's get it off the ship then. And I'll go over there and I'll thunder wave it.
Okay.
Fair.
Is it con save?
16 con. Yeah, 16 con.
It got a 16. The good news is it's vulnerable, so it will take 10 points
That's
of thunder
rock.
regardless. As it just kind of spins
does
in
sound-
place there. Its eye rolling in its head just like its body is, just the other direction.
You rocked it.
Alright.
Anything else for Louise?
Yeah, I guess I'll use my Mantle of Inspiration here.
Okay.
Anybody within 60 feet, I don't know if that counts Oblate.
And then
Do
60
you have
feet.
to see the person or no?
Nope, just anybody
Who can
see or hear me.
or hear? Yeah, you hear him, Tobias. You get the 10 pip.
Cool.
You just can't move because you're restrained.
Okay,
All right, so we
just do
can
it right here.
move.
You can move.
You can use your action to move for your full
Ooh.
speed, no opportunity attacks.
16.
And everybody gets 16 temp.
Nice.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Finally didn't roll a 1 or a 2.
Nice.
We're
I
so
know.
good. We're so back.
Woo!
Sweet. I'll take
It's
it.
the new era.
Anything else for Louise? As this blast of thunder just kind of makes this thing spin in place.
Nope, I'm good.
All right. It will take us to Aethel.
It was all Bub's hub holding you down. That's why you were rolling bad.
Mhm.
Now that we're off,
Was.
we're golden. I'd like to identify this.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Absolutely.
He just wants to be able to say what it is, and
Well, also, player me is like, what if this is a Kurgenfly? And we accidentally
seen
murder
one.
it.
Never seen
That's
one
why my
before.
first question was, would you say this is like an ogre-sized thing?
it is about the size of an ogre, about like 8 feet around.
Just saying, it might be important.
Yeah, give me a Arcana check.
Louis thinks it's a leech.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Who knows, truly. There it goes. Now,
With a 12, it looks like an asteroid with an eyeball and a mouth. It does show some relation
That's
to a
true.
beholder, I'll give you that.
but rock style.
But rocks, and no, like, eye stalks. Tobias is going to feel
Just means
the
it's a
relation
circle.
to the beholder here in a second.
Like, which means it's just a circle. It's just a
Yeah,
blob.
it's spherical. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good to know. What did that cost me? Action-wise.
Action.
What's my action economy? Alright, that was my action.
The study action.
Yeah, that's fine.
I would say it appears to be made of rock, so thunder damage is a good thing. Or you saw bludgeoning do well as well.
I do some of those things. But for now, what I think I'm going to do is It has Tobias, is that right?
Tobias has disappeared inside its mouth as this thing is spinning.
Yeah, like it's like ate it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me double check the wording on that spell.
It is currently stunned.
Where is my spell?
And Tobias is getting dizzy in there.
Yeah.
Probably having a terrible.
Your equilibrium is so fucked up.
Okay. I'll cast Bless
Okay.
at. He's too far away, I think.
I think everyone's within range. Yeah.
Range is 30 feet.
Yeah, everyone's within range of you.
Okay. So I'm gonna choose. I'm gonna choose Tobias, Oblate, and
Do you have to see them?
it just says within range.
Okay, so yeah, he's within range.
That's what I was double checking. I was like, I don't know if I need to see him. You know what? We're just going all in. I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level and target all 5 of us that are up here.
I'm not gonna lie, it's good. It's a good thing to do.
So let me click it.
As the cog starts spinning in your holy symbol, and everyone's blessed.
You get your little cog halos.
Nice.
And you know what? Oblate, if you still have a reaction, you can spend it to make a weapon attack. I don't know if
think
you
I s-
moved.
I did not move when I had the opportunity. I
No,
don't think I've
you
used
did
an
not.
action. I'm gonna smash this friggin' leech
Absolutely.
in front of me.
Smash that leech.
Get smashed.
Smash
go.
that leech. Oh, but I have to spend a.
19 will hit.
Okay, I need to turn off advantage. I'm sorry.
You're good.
And then I need to note that I spent a
Thingy.
feature.
As you start smacking into that leech, as it almost drives it a little deeper into the
Oh,
vessel.
it's not on here again. I
Is
used
it possible
my.
to push it? With the push?
It is. Double check.
I push it through the wing and just destroy the wing.
It is immune to be pushed.
Pushed. Okay.
Good try though.
No, it's a me.
Maybe push it through the wing?
That's a fair point.
I don't
Did you
know
want
if
to?
that's
Did you want to
better.
push the beholder thing?
No, I mean it's too late now. I didn't want
That's
to push
true.
it away from us. Yeah, but I
All
thought
right.
about it then, but I was like, no.
Anything else for Aethel? Is everybody's blessed?
Yeah. So I had to use my embodiment law to do that, to cast it as a bonus action instead.
All right.
And then I did that. I guess I could move.
You absolutely can.
I'll move towards this one.
Okay.
I'll just move here. I'll try and get
Moving
closer.
out to the wing. As you move out that direction, Aethel, about 500 feet away, through the haze of the asteroids. Actually, I'm going to say a little less, about 400 feet away. Through the haze of asteroids, you see what looks to be a gargantuan spider. Easily twice the size of your vessel.
Oh,
Yay.
no, thank you.
Floating through space in your direction.
That's horrifying.
That is terrifying.
Long legs
Just
stretched
a
out,
space.
almost like it's reaching out towards the ship.
My God.
Yeah.
It's trying to swim towards the ship.
That will take us to the top of the round, which will be a good spot for us to take our little 5-10 minute break. So
Yeah.
we'll be back in about 5-10, folks. Stick around,
Nothing bad will happen. We'll be
and
fine.
We'll find out what this gargantuan spider thing is, and try and get these rocks off the ship. So, stick around.
Got this, guys.
It'll be fine. We'll be back though.
See you shortly.
See you soon.
Alrighty, folks. We are back in it. And last we left off, after our troop crew left Bub's hub, found themselves going through a swarm of meteors, or rather a swarm of comets, or asteroids. That's what we're going to call them. Swarm of asteroids, because that's what they are. One of these asteroids being... It looks like related to a beholder without the eye stalks and not shooting lasers. Swallowed Tobias. And there were some jammer leeches on board the vessel as well. But starting to deal with all of this. Tobias still in the mouth of this creature. We are picking up with you. Tobias, at the start of your turn, I'll let you give a choice. Average, or you want me to roll?
I'll take average.
You take 35 points of acid damage at the start of your turn,
Okay.
as you are starting to melt.
Yeah, that's.
And it is your turn. You are blinded, restrained, and you're in this swimming goop of grossness.
Okay, so for my action,
Yeah.
I'm going to take control of my avatar.
Sure.
So, and then I'm going to move it, well, the creature, I don't know, move it away towards the ship. I can't see, so I don't know, somewhere. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to teleport to said, yeah, I'm going to use my, so I'm going to move it way over here. Actually,
Your
over near
movement is
Angel.
0 at the moment. Because
My movement's
you
0.
are restrained, meaning you can't teleport to it.
You can't teleport?
Your
trap swap, don't you?
You spend movement to swap with your echo.
Yes, I'm going to swap with my Echo as my bonus action.
Your movement is 0, so you have no movement to spend swapping with your Echo.
Oh.
You need to escape first.
Then I would not take control of it. I misunderstood. I would just... Then for my bonus action, I would second wind and try to... That lets me... Yeah, but I can't move. I'm gonna have to... I can't move out of this thing.
You are restrained and blinded.
If you are no longer restrained, your move speed will no longer be 0.
Right, but there's no way... Can I break free with my action? Like, it's stunned. I realize it's not, like, moving.
Yes, you can make the dexterity save at disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh, with an additional D4.
Right, and I can use my inspiration to...
Make it a regular roll.
Well, an inspiration is not a regular roll, it's just a reroll.
Okay,
So
here goes with
disadvantage,
the
you'll still take
Well,
the
you can use
lower
a
of the
lucky
two.
then.
I could use lucky.
You can use lucky to make it a straight roll.
I'll make it a straight roll
With a D4.
with a d4. Here we go.
We got there. We figured it out.
Let's see.
We figured it out.
Plus a D4.
Plus a
Not that it
d4.
Nice.
I think you rolled well.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag
Hashtag
blessed.
blessed.
18 is the DC as you find yourself being able to move in here. You have nowhere to go though.
I can't. call out mouth.
You're still inside of its mouth, but you somehow find yourself not being restrained by it.
I mean, just spin. Just swap.
So that's
You
what I
got
would do. That's what I would do instead of my second wind. Is swap.
Yeah, like you're supposed to save second wind first. Second when you
Right,
find out you're no longer
yeah.
trapped.
Right. Okay. Now that I understand it.
I mean, I'm
So-
still bending the rules for this thing, but yeah, absolutely. You swap locations of of your avatars. Your avatar poofs out of existence
Basically.
Right. And then I am going to.
as you're floating. You land
I'm-
back on the ship.
I'm going
there's
to move
gravity.
away. From,
Okay.
now that I've used my action, and I'm going to move away from it while I see this thing kind of spinning.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to duck down the stairs because I have enough movement. I'm going to duck down the stairs. Ow! Ow!
It's a ladder, but yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Same.
climbed out a little bit and out of its sight.
All right.
That will be my turn.
That will take us to Dr. Jellybean.
Okay, Tobias is badly injured. I'm going to say, oh no, Tobias. I hope you feel better. And heal Tobias.
If I didn't have those 10 hit points, I would not be doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be. This would be a donezo. I'll take it. Thanks, Dr.
Okay.
Jellybean.
You're welcome. And then for my action,
Mm-hmm.
touch. I'm gonna do a little firebolt towards the guy.
Okay.
I wonder how fire will do. I don't know.
We'll find out.
See what happens.
Sir,
I need to rewind something real quick.
Okay.
What's up?
Tobias, you don't have your connection with your spirit. That's the thing.
Okay.
Magic doesn't work. So you would still be
Oh.
inside. You
Okay,
tried
So crawl
to,
out the old-fashioned way.
but you're still in it.
So.
That would have still been your action and bonus action.
Right.
That's all I'm rewinding. So Tobias, you see a flicker of Tobias coming out and go down the stairs. I'll say your healing
Yes.
still gets to him because he can hear you. Although I think, yeah,
I think that's
yeah.
it.
But it's inside its mouth is not magic.
Okay.
But a 21 does hit with the firebolt. Sorry, I was just totally spaced on
No, that's fine.
the one
Completely.
thing
That
that
was
this
a-
creature does.
That's how it uses his anti-magic eye.
Yeah, instead of anti-magic
It
eye, it
looks at
has,
its own stomach. and
Yep.
goes, don't go anywhere.
as it takes 10 points of fire. Actually, you have advantage on that firebolt if you want to. Actually, yeah, advantage because it's
You want a
stunned.
crit- You want a crit fish?
Just if you want to see if it crits, yeah.
Sure, why not?
It's
Right.
free.
Do it.
Doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt nothing.
Sorry, I totally spaced on the anti-magic gullet. Alright, for 10 points of fire damage as you blast into this creature, it's just rolling there.
Gosh. How does the fire look like it?
Seems like it worked
does?
fine. Might be just
Okay.
resistant to slashing and piercing.
Okay.
It's a hot rock.
It's the elements of the
bonus.
astral sea, it's fine.
All right, that's it for me. I'm staying put.
Okay. That'll take us to the creature's turn, who is stunned.
Yep.
Taking us to Oblate.
I probably need to restun that bad Larry. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna run back over.
Ah!
You see just this kind of corrosive goo oozing out of its mouth. As it's still like smiling almost. Its teeth are clenched as it's rolling around, dripping acidic goop.
Yeah, I want to like do like an upswing, sort of like an uppercut with the cannonbow. Just knock out those teeth.
Alright, show me some teeth-knocking cannonbow attacks. At advantage.
Yep.
There's one.
But at 26,
And
but
then
you're definitely going to hit.
All right, now go ahead and do. Try to restun him.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and roll the damage there. Oh, big one.
You got a 21. It is not stunned. But it will take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. You crunch into its rock-like teeth.
Wait a second, I'm confused.
Are you?
The next attack against it still has advantage.
Okay, but it says on a failed save, the target has the stun condition until the start of your next turn. Are these
Oh,
the
so yes, it wouldn't be at advantage this time. Yes, that's
I
correct.
think it.
Okay.
So, but it is not stunned anymore. It takes 9 points of damage and refuses to be stunned again.
Well, now I'm even more confused. It says so on a successful, it says its speed is halved,
Yes, it now can
And
move
then
5 feet a turn.
right? And then it says on failed save. Oh,
Yeah,
never mind. I'm so dumb.
You're good.
Never mind.
It succeeded,
Yeah, yeah.
so
You're
that
mentally going the
yeah.
other direction.
Yeah.
Going, well, I failed to stun it. Or I
Right.
failed my stunning strike, and now they're stunned, and like, not they successfully resisted it. I also would have
going in for a second strike, you do have
I'm like,
advantage
it's the right
on this
way, but it
attack
feels weird.
if you want to roll again. Because
Yeah, just
you failed
with
the
advantage.
it failed, or it succeeded. So that stunning still works. So you
It succeeded its
Okay.
save. You failed to stun it.
yes, it succeeded. So you have advantage on the save. A 25 will hit, not advantage on the save. Attack. Sorry. Brains. As you take
Mine
it
is
takes
being real dumb.
10 more points of damage.
We're all dumb down here.
Yeah.
We're all dumb.
Remember at the start of the session I
Um,
said we are normal regular people. So we're
Just-
doing good.
Yeah, just normal, regular, dumb folks.
Yep.
That's us.
I'll just follow up with a. I'm just gonna give him a kick.
Okay. As this thing is starting to
Get
kind
out
of
here.
crumble, you
Go
can
on,
see
get.
its jaw starting
out.
to release a little bit. 18 hits. Thanks to the bless.
Get blessed.
Takes 9 points of damage. Anything else for Oblate?
Nope. Just need some hooked on phonics.
All right.
Look it on phonics.
That'll take us to Louise.
I wonder if this is a Kurgenfly.
I think you're muted right
No
now.
one's ever seen one.
That I was. It worked the first time, so I'm gonna be blasting.
Another wave of
Another
thunder.
Another wave of thunder.
Good thing Tobias has full
16
cover.
con.
Mm-hmm.
It got a 15 or 12. Why does? Oh, it's a 6.
Ooh.
I have to look at my own dice.
Where is my?
So it's going to be
thunder?
blasted away.
So I didn't catch this the first time, but I have the bugle horn. I don't know if lightning damage does anything to it.
Yes, it would. So go ahead and add that on an extra d6, I think. A little trumpet noise. Take 11 points of damage on this one, plus the extra from previous as electricity corrosive bits as this thing goes rolling, spinning along, breaking apart. Tobias, you would fall onto the deck of the ship as this thing is no more.
Thank you.
Oh, dang.
Anytime.
You are prone. Not that it really matters. Anything else for Louise?
I suppose we have to get the little things off as well, eh?
Mhm.
And
Yep.
I'll hop over here and just start prepping to get this thing off.
All right.
So that'll be my.
You see this little like
I'll
point embedded into the wing.
give oh no, never mind. I thought I had healing word. I don't.
Yeah,
That'll be
you
my
just
turn.
have the real thing, not the
Yep.
not the quick version.
Yeah.
It's because
I have too
bards
many
and
bonus
bonus
actions,
actions.
that's why I
Yeah.
didn't take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I get it. That will take us to 8.
I don't. Should have just added it to your bonus action list. Just own the fact that all your actions are fast.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a real quick guy. Aethel,
They're so
you...
fast
yeah.
that it takes up your normal amount of time.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna point out the giant spider thing wherever it is, 500 feet that way.
Oh no.
Yeah, like 400 or so. Maybe a little less.
Yeah,
You just
it's coming our
guesstimated.
way.
Corner of your eye. Yeah, it's heading your way.
It's coming right for us.
Oh.
I hope that wasn't the Kurgenfly. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna try to hit this thing off. Well, I don't want to do that.
Are you gonna
Yeah,
try
hit
to
it.
pry it out, or are you gonna try to smash it?
It's a great question. I guess I'll try and let's see if I can like get it to unlatch.
Yeah,
This
give me
thing.
a athletics check.
Roll. I rolled really badly.
You try and like get your mace in there or something to pry it up. It's stuck in there good.
Yeah, I tried. We're doomed. Yeah,
Anything else for Aethel?
Muda. I can't see him because I'm like way too far away now. So, no, I think that'll be everything for this second. I'll just keep an eye on this giant spider. And try
Okay.
and figure out how fast it's moving.
It's not moving super fast, but fast enough. It's moving double speed. At the top of the round, as you would see, back of its thorax opens up and you can see some figures there for a brief moment as this flash of black covers that part of the spider. And the same moment, black tendrils rip out from the center of your vessel, kind of like phantasmal tendrils. As the tendrils disappear, standing on the deck of your ship are... The first thing you would notice is the very large insectoid creatures, large mandibles, hulking claws, and crazy-looking bug eyes staring around. Classic Umber Hulks. Standing next to either of these are... The best way to describe them are spider snake people. Like the center portion of their body is a snake with spider bits on them, and reminiscent of humanoids as they teleport onto your ship.
Oh, never mind. I'm not as confused now. I was like, what a description of a thing.
as
Can't
these
catch a break.
are... I mean, some of you guys might be familiar with these. I would say Tobias and Oblate, for sure. These are called Neogis.
Yeah, they're our friends.
They
We're pals.
are space pirates, but with the terror added on. They mostly enslavement is what they're about. Tobias, you're up.
I'm going to stand up. Seeing these guys, I am going to... I don't want to be there.
Why I said bless was a good thing.
Uh-huh. I'm going to bonus actions second wind.
Okay.
For real this time.
For real. And you get some free movement out of it. 13
Yes.
healing.
I'll take it.
Are you guys level 8? You guys level 8 or level 7?
7.
I don't know.
Level 7. I can't remember levels.
We are currently level 7.
13 hit points. Healed.
Yep.
And you
And I'm
can
going
move
to
half your speed.
rush up. I'm going to rush past Oblate as I slide between his legs and go straight for this Neogi.
Okay.
And I'm just going to yell around, they're slavers. You got to kill them quick.
As you hear this chittering underneath their breath.
But yeah, normal. Okay. So first Magenta Sunsaw.
Okay. Yes,
Perfect.
a 23 will definitely hit this Neogi. Little. That's what their faces
Yeah,
look like.
Look at him.
And slash at it again.
Yes, a 29 hits. I don't know, does a 29 hit? For
And then
11 more?
swing my other scimitar up as I'm just whirring into it.
Whirling around. Total of 31 points of damage onto this Neogi.
And that will end my turn.
As this kind of greenish black blood spills out of its body, hissing and chittering. Oddly enough, Oblate, you understand this.
Oh no.
As
What
it
do they
says,
say?
it says you'll regret that when you're ours.
It's not that bad, actually.
Yeah, they're not like. It speaks in deep speech, right? You speak deep speech.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taking us to the Umber Hulks. First thing the Umber Hulks are going to do is look around with their crazy eyes. At least one of them is. I would like everyone to give me a wisdom saving throw. The bless will come in handy here.
Yeah, plus a d4.
Oh man.
As Luis is the only one affected this turn.
This time.
Yep. As you've been befuddled by this guy in the back, as this one steps up to Tobias right next to Dr. Jellybean, just kind of ignoring her because it hadn't seen what Dr. Jellybean's going to do, and is going to just try and slam into Tobias, trying to rend him, getting a 25 with its first attack. A 22 with its second attack. And then for its last attack, it's going in, biting in with
Give
its
it
mandibles.
disadvantage.
Okay.
Give it.
Last attack got a 20.
Jeez. Okay, all three hit.
As it is tearing into Tobias for hurting its master. Tobias, you take
Fair.
12, 9, and 8 for a total of 29 points of damage.
Okay.
The other one leaps over to Oblate, following suit, tearing into him. Getting a 15, a 20, and a 24 to hit.
The 20 and 24 will hit. But
Absolutely, I got you. I see where you're going with
I
this.
would like to test out my new hat.
Oh, okay. So we'll go with the 15 misses. The 20 will hit. So before I do this, the third attack, the 20 hits you for 13 points of damage using your new hat. Absolutely.
Okay, let me see. Forget what I have to roll.
It rolls a
Just
con
sec.
save, and then you roll, I think, a d4 to see what happens.
Yeah, it is a D4. So I think it's a. Is that 14 DC? 13 DC on that con save.
It got a 9. Let's see what this hat does.
Nice.
Ooh.
As your hat puffs out
I'm-
some stuff.
So a 4 is he breaks out in laughter. He is incapacitated and prone for how long? I hate this text box. It's so small. Laughs uncontrollably until the end of its next turn. Falls prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand for the duration.
As you would hear this awful chittering as this thing rolls onto the ground, slamming onto the deck. You hear the bending and bowing of the wood. Ending its turn. As-
Neato.
Yeah. Well, that's a win.
Yeah.
That's going to take us to this Nyogi. This Nyogi is first going to bite out at Oblate. This one here. Getting a 15 to hit.
Dodge it.
And then it tries to rake into you with these claws. Getting an 18 and a 24 to hit.
Yeah, both those hit.
Does he use your reaction to do the mushroom thing?
I think it is a reaction. We just
Well, you
Sure.
will take 5 and 11 points of piercing damage.
oh my god, this text box is so tiny. Yeah, it's a reaction.
Okay.
What was the damage again?
5 and 11 for a total of 16.
5 and 11, 16 minus.
As you
30.
feel something creep inside your head, Oblate. I need a wisdom saving throw.
Man. They're just fucking me up.
You are good to go. Does not creep inside your head. The other one, seeing this confusion amongst, as Louise's eyes are kind of rolling around, this thing shoots out 2 tendrils of dark, ink-like tentacle towards Louise. Getting a 14 to hit.
Nope.
Second one got a 15 to hit.
That hits.
As Louise, you take 19 points of force damage.
Eesh.
That was this guy. Ending their turn, taking us to Dr. Jellybean.
Oh, I'm so torn. Bias is very badly hurt.
Yep.
These guys are bad though.
Mm-hmm.
Meant to reach into the mind of Tobias, not Oblate, but I dumb and forgot that.
Okay, question though, if I do a fireball, is that gonna destroy the ship?
It will hurt the ship. Your ship has hit points.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It has
Yeah,
like 200, 250, something like that.
yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I think I can. If I
250.
do it here, if I do it here, I can get all of them and not any of my friends.
You won't get all of them.
I won't get all of them.
There you can get 3 of them. Move it down. Don't measure with the line, measure with the circle tool. That's your best bet. You'll get 3 of them.
Good enough. Alright, so I press a little button on my tablet, right? And this little tiny orange ball comes out. And then I press another button and it just goes like, shoo, and it gets like bigger and bigger. And then, explosion.
Okay. As it extends outward, go ahead and roll me some of that sweet, sweet fireball damage for 28. 2 Neogi need to make dex saves. And the Umber Hulk. Both the Neogi fail. And the Umber Hulk makes it at disadvantage because it is prone and laughing. Getting a 10 as everything fails as this Neogi is burnt to a crisp, screaming out in pain as it is no more. Because that was 1 more than you needed from that guy.
Good job, Dr. J.
Nice.
Anything else for the doctor?
I'm gonna look at this guy next to me and be like, "You're next!"
Well, it's about to go ham. Go home and cry. All right.
Better.
That will take us to Oblate.
All right, I'm gonna start off with a kick this time. I'm gonna do a melee attack
Okay.
against this Umber Hulk in front of me that's on the ground.
Absolutely. At advantage.
At advantage.
$22 hits.
All right, I'll go ahead and do that so I can get my agile parry,
Okay.
and then I'm going to.
You can re-roll that damage if you'd
Follow.
like.
Oh, it's a 1. Nice.
Tavern Brawler.
Hey, it's a 1. Do I still get to reroll it?
Nope. It'll take 5 points of damage.
Yeah.
You throw bows and hit its hard, chitinous body.
And then I will follow up with my big old club.
Following with the big club. Slamming down the Kanabo. Yes, 22 hits.
Yeah, we'll just do this.
Eh?
Do I have to? The Death Strike, do I have to claim? I think I have to say that before. I'll just do damage, it's fine.
Okay, fair enough.
Wow. All the ones.
All the ones for 6 points of damage. Hey, 1 more than your martial arts dice.
Yeah. And then, you know what? Is that gonna be better? I think it might be better. I'll bonus action flurry of blows.
Bonus action flurry of blows onto this downed Umber Hulk. Are you just stomping on it?
Yeah.
A
Trying to
nine,
break that
19 hits
exoskeleton.
for 8 points of damage. Yeah, you hear it crunching underneath your foot. 21 also hits. And this thing is just kind of this high-pitched laughter that it's making at the moment. 7 points of damage the whole time. And that's until the end of its turn, right?
Yeah, so it's turn now. Well,
End of its
Yeah.
next turn, yeah.
next turn. So this
Lovely.
upcoming turn, yeah.
Anything else for Oblate? Movement?
Yep.
All right. Taking us to Louise. Louise, as you were met with the Umber Hulk's gaze, I'd like you to roll me a d8.
Seven.
Yeah, you stab out towards this, the jammer leech.
That's cool, at least.
19 hits it.
Hey.
You're doing the most useful thing that you could have rolled.
Way to
Hey,
go.
9 points. And that takes up all my other
That is your
action
turn.
resources, right? All right.
As you come to, you are no longer under the effects of the gaze. So it's just till the end of your turn.
Cool. That's a lot better than the
Yeah.
old.
Well, it's good
okay.
and bad. It uses its bonus action, and it only lasts a turn, but it can keep doing it. Which will take us
okay.
to Aethel. Seeing these big bugs on your ship. These look to be about the size of a Kurgenfly. They
That's
don't
true,
have
but
have wings.
I don't know how they would fly as a Kurgenfly.
They just launch through space.
They look less fly-like than I would assume a Kurgenfly is supposed to be like.
More horrible
Umber
mandibles.
hulky.
Yeah, more, yeah. Too Umber and too Hulk.
It's unfortunate because I can just recognize that art. I'm like, oh, never mind. That's totally not it. I hope. This thing's here. This thing doesn't attack. It's just like leeches the thing.
Yeah, they're
kinda
just
chilling.
they're just holding the ship down.
They're just annoying.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, that big spider is just a ship, I guess. If that's better, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe,
Maybe?
worse.
Gotta get everything dead off the ship, and then
Yeah, we should probably get out of here by getting these things off.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep working on it. Okay, I guess I will. I'll try and Sacred Flame this one. See if
Okay.
it can dodge things that while it's attached to stuff.
It can do it at disadvantage.
Well, that's not that bad.
You got a 0.
That's less than 15. So I'll deal
Negative
11.
5.
That's pretty. Oh no! I'll do
15.
15 because I get
15
to add
points
my-
of radiant damage
stuff.
as the thing squirms around, trying to burrow itself deeper, but it's just superficial onto the wing. Anything else for Aethel?
That, yeah. Is it? Just gonna do good old fashioned healing word. Once I find the right one, that's just healing word, and not mass healing word.
Yeah. Just want to heal one person.
Just what the one guy.
Just the one guy that's
Only
at
the one
3
guy.
health.
Yeah, he needs it. Nobody else really needs it.
Luis probably could, but he's...
I rolled pretty bad. Well, you'll get 7 because I rolled garbage.
It's not
What do you
nothing.
do?
Exactly.
Not
take it.
nothing.
Which will take us to Tobias's turn.
Oh, I targeted you.
Yeah,
If you
that's
have a
true.
reaction, you may make a weapon attack against something.
I will take said weapon attack against
It's free.
the free weapon attack against the Umber Hulk to the north.
All right, at advantage, because it's prone.
Sure, I'll crit fish.
Might as well. A 22 is meant to be. 22 hits it as you whirl down, crunching into its chitinous hide for 6 points of damage. Which will take us to your turn, Tobias.
I'm going to use Second Wind
Yep. Hey, you get free
First
movement
thing.
with that too if you want.
without provoking attacks of opportunity.
That's correct.
Which I'll take to move straight up to the Neogi
Yeah.
and try to take this guy out.
Take that guy out.
Trying
Gonna
to.
get some coffee, or is it gonna be like a little
it's gonna be a
wine?
nice dinner.
As he spins
Some
right
wine and
towards it.
spaghetti? 21 absolutely hits this creature. For and 25. I was like, for 25 points of damage, a 25 will also hit, and a 21 will also hit.
That.
For 9 and 8 with the scimitar. And 9 for 26 points of damage.
As I slash into it.
Whirling into it, that blackish green blood starts spilling out as you imagine this thing is cursing you. As Oblate knows it is cursing you in words that don't translate very well.
Die quick. That's it.
All right. We'll take us to the Umber Hulks, as this one is laughing its ass off on the ground, rolling around till the end of its turn. It'll still be on the ground. The other one, however, looks around vibrantly towards everyone, as if seeing everything for the first time. I'd like everyone to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Not again. Bless me, please.
Don't forget your blessed.
I'm
Hashtag
going to use my
blessed.
inspiration.
Okay,
Use my
for that re-roll.
Yeah.
I feel okay with a 15. It's not ideal, but
Yeah, you're all good.
what are you gonna do?
This thing is just gonna the Hulk smashing onto Dr. Jellybean.
Mm. That's less
Checks
than
out.
ideal, but what are you gonna do?
Getting an 11 with its first attack. As it tries to slam down, you just roll out of the way. Second attack is going to try to just grab onto you, as it doesn't really have the best grabby claws, but it does have claws, getting a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
As you take 17 points of slashing damage as it slashes across you. And for its final attack, good thing for those 10 hit points. For its final attack, yeah, the big mandibles going out for a bite. Manda biting. Getting a 14 to hit.
Nope.
As you felt the grasp of its claw for a moment. Rolled out of the way, which takes us to the guy facing Tobias. Tobias, I want a wisdom save. Straight up. As this thing looks at you, you make eye contact with these dreamlike, not dreamy, like, oh, more like nightmarish, twisting eyes towards you. And you feel something in the back of your head, but you shrug it off. Thanks to that bless. That bless has saved you guys so much already.
So much.
It's
And
like I knew it was worth it.
and then its arms start waving around as it starts to fade out of existence. And goes invisible.
What?
Or teleports,
cheating.
your call. Taking us to Dr. Jellybean.
Hey, this guy next to me here.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna do a chill touch. I'm gonna
Give him the
put my hand on
claws.
him. It's like, get away from me!
That's my purse.
I don't know you.
A 10 is going to miss as you try to scratch out with your own claws. It's a hard exterior shell that you just cannot penetrate with your dainty hamster claws.
Oh. Okay, well, in that case, who looks more hurt, Tobias or Louise?
About the same.
About the same. I'm gonna roll for it. Tobias is low and Louise is high.
He hasn't any grillfish yet. Grill.
Ooh,
All right,
nat
I'm gonna-
20.
do a bonus action healing word on Louise. And say, I
It's a
hope you
smarter
feel
choice.
better.
Louise can heal other people, and therefore it cascades down.
Aha.
Yeah.
That's trickle down
Pay for it.
economics for you right there.
That's some
Mhm.
trickle up healing.
Yeah. As Louise, you get 6 health.
All right.
That'll be it for me.
All right, that will take us to Oblati.
Oblati. I'm going to start with a just another tavern brawler melee attack,
Okay.
picking this thing while he's down.
We'll still be at advantage. 24 is going to hit. Takes 12 points of bludgeoning damage, crunching onto its exoskeleton.
And then bring that cannonbow right down on his head.
Smashing those bug brains. 22 hits.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah.
Guys are rolling pretty good all around.
Pretty good.
I'm telling you, it was Bub's Hub.
And that bless certainly
Rick.
helps as well. 12 points of bludgeoning damage. You crunch onto it once more. This time with a big old maul-like thing. Club. Big club.
How's he looking there?
Looking fucked up. I'd use the term
I'll
extremely
withhold.
bloodied. Near death.
I'll withhold the flurry of blows, and I'll just do a bonus action axe stomp to his head
All right.
and face.
Curb stomp him against the railing of the ship.
Oh, that could be it too. Yeah.
25 hits.
Little American History X. Action.
Yeah. What a classic and hard to watch movie.
Watching Tony Soprano do it to that guy.
Ooh, loved it.
Yeah,
That
it's just a
was-
rough technique. Like, you
God.
shouldn't
Yeah.
do that to anybody if
A
you don't like.
we'll say you
absolutely
can
hate.
re-roll that if you want, because Tavern Brawler.
No, that's true. It's ones and twos.
Yeah, I'll be greedy. I'll try it. Let's
Go
see.
for it. There's 6 other numbers you could get instead. See,
Got
you
one.
got one.
9, as that is exactly what you need. As the thing is
It was a
crunched onto the ship. Bug juices spill onto the deck. Someone's going to be mopping that up later.
Me probably.
You're the captain now. You just tell somebody else to do it.
That's true.
Man, it's weird. I made the mess.
As you're all starting to see that giant spider ship getting closer at this point.
Ooh, there it is.
It's over here.
Oh, I
Oh,
don't
no.
like
Oh,
that. It's got a web and
no.
everything.
It's horrible.
That is
Yeah,
horrible.
that'll take us to Louise.
We should really get these leeches off and get out of here. As I'll start hacking and slashing at this little leech.
Hacking and slashing.
Slashing and stabbing.
Nineteen
19.
will hit. It looks like this.
Looks so cool. If it wasn't
That
going to
is
kill
cool.
us,
Right?
It's
I
just,
assumed the drow are involved.
that is a fair assumption.
Mm-hmm.
For 7
least
points of
something
damage,
worse.
Louise.
Well, first I was like, "Oh, it's a giant spider. That's neat." And then you were like, "It opens." And I'm like, "Oh, it's a ship. It's a
Yeah.
giant spider ship."
Mm-hmm.
Then it's definitely drow. It's always drow.
Oddly enough, the
No, we
drow
got
don't have ships because they're underground.
Mhm.
But they might in space.
This is worse than Drow.
This is the asteroid
Yeah,
belt.
it's not
might just
typical
be like
slavery.
the
It's
Underdark.
well, the good news is if you get enslaved by these things, you won't know you're enslaved because your mind is theirs.
the
If you're
mind stuff.
if you're enslaved by drow, then you're going to be suffering the whole time. So,
You don't
but yeah,
know that you're suffering.
yeah, severance, exactly. But Louise, you're hacking onto this leech, and it's sticking pretty good.
I'm just gonna be like Joe Pesci muttering swear words as this thing as I do a vicious mockery.
All
follow
right, wisdom save. Surprisingly, it's
16.
second best stat. Got an 11.
up. Nope.
Takes
That'll take
7 points of
psychic.
psychic damage. This thing is barely hanging on. You can see it, I don't know, starting to burst with plasma. But like not like blood plasma, like energy, because it's sucking jamming energy.
Sucking that jam.
Yeah,
Um,
the jam sucker.
that'll be it for me. Action
All
bonus
right.
action.
Will take us to Aethel.
Okay. Thinking. How
Think away.
do we do this? This guy's still up. That might be a problem.
That guy's very much still up.
Yeah, we haven't
Yeah.
touched him.
But-
I'm gonna save that for other people.
He's not mind controlled right now, I'll tell you that.
Oh well, we could just ask
He
him
just
if he wants to
he's
leave.
just aggro.
We don't have to fight. Does anybody know whatever language the Umber Hulk speaks?
No,
Do they speak?
they're not
Just
intelligent
ask
enough
it
to speak.
nicely.
Oh, I
Not-
thought they all spoke deep. Just the
Just the
Snake
just
guys
this
in
The
the,
guys in charge.
the Neogi, the snake spider people.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I guess I'll Sacred Flame this one again. and see
Okay.
if I can get it off by damaging it enough.
Yeah. It got a 3.
That's still less than 15, but a lot better.
Hmm
Than 0.
It's better than 0.
I'll do 14.
As it burns away, leaving the small hole that it was embedded into previously.
Yeah, can't help that.
Superficial damage. Cosmetic.
Let's move over here, and then I'll Healing Word onto Tobias.
Alright. Healing wording onto...
And roll 7 again, because I'm bad. I'm a bad healer right now. I'm doing other stuff.
The other rolls that aside from heals have been pretty
I'm
good.
distracted.
There was an extremely good temporary hit point roll at the start of this combat, so
True, helped a lot.
we're doing good.
Yeah.
I still have all of that.
Anything else for Aethel?
No, I think I used all my action types. The ship's getting closer.
We'll take us to the top of the round as you would see more creatures appear on the whole of... You can't really show you where... No. It's on the back body. The thorax of this large spooter ship. It is indeed a ship, and it is creeping close to you. You see more black swirls around the front deck of the ship. As you also see several two ballistas and a mangonel, as the mangonel cannot fire anymore because you're too close. 2 ballista bolts do fire towards the ship, very much hitting.
Oh no.
That's fine.
The ship
No,
takes
They're gonna do superficial damage.
20 and 18 points of piercing damage for a total of 38. As large spider webs are attached to them as well.
Oh no, we're being boarded.
Uh-oh.
You can see that the kind of the tips of these ballista bolts are very akin to the form of a jammer leech. As that black swirl, more of these creatures appear and will join us next time as about half dozen of these spider creatures appear onto your vessel.
We just got jammed. We're all
You've
jammed
just
up.
been jammed.
Yeah, we just got spell jammed.
But that is going to do it for us here tonight. So join us next week as we pick up here. Hopefully we'll have our Malcolm. He'll come to consciousness at
Just
the
in
helm
time
of the
to be
ship.
arrested.
Just in
or
time to-
become a slave.
Slave.
Yep. But thank you for watching, everyone, and
Thank you for joining us.
we'll see y'all
Thanks,
next
guys.
time.
Good night, Internet.
Bye.
Yeah.
Wish us luck.
Bye.